Admiral Zexthor's four eyes blinked in rapid succession as he stared at the tactical display. For 300 cycles, he had commanded the Imperial border fleet with perfect efficiency. Nothing entered Sector 7 without his knowledge. Nothing escaped his sensors. Until now. Repeat that report, he commanded, his translator chip converting his native clicks and whistles into standard Galactic. The sensor operator, a young K'Artal with barely developed exoskeleton ridges, trembled as she spoke. Admiral, there's a vessel. It just appeared. No warp signature, no dimensional tear, no jump gate activation. It simply materialized 18,000 kilometers from our position. Impossible. The laws of physics that governed the galaxy for millennia didn't allow for such things. Every known method of faster-than-light travel left traces, signatures that could be detected light-years away. The Empire's entire defense strategy relied on this fundamental truth. Visual, Zexthor ordered. The main screen flickered, and gasps echoed across the bridge. The ship that appeared before them defied every aesthetic principle of galactic ship design. Where Imperial vessels curved with elegant bioluminescent lines and Confederacy ships gleamed with crystalline perfection, this craft was angular, brutal, and utterly utilitarian. Gray metal plates covered its hull in overlapping sections. Strange symbols marked its side, letters from an unknown alphabet. Most disturbing of all, it radiated heat signatures consistent with primitive nuclear fission reactors. By the Celestial Archives, whispered the tactical officer. Is that a chemical propulsion system? Zexthor's mandibles clicked nervously. The ship before them appeared to be using technology that predated galactic civilization by thousands of years. Yet it had somehow crossed the vast empty space between stars, appeared without warning in the heart of Imperial space, and now hung motionless as if waiting. Hail them, he commanded. All frequencies. The communications officer worked her console, cycling through every known language and protocol in the galactic database. Minutes passed. Nothing. Then, just as Zexthor was about to order a warning shot, the speakers crackled to life. This is Captain Sarah Chen of the Earth vessel Indomitable. We come in peace, but we are prepared to defend ourselves. Identify yourselves and state your intentions. The bridge fell silent. Earth? The name meant nothing. It appeared in no star chart, no historical record, no legend. The voice spoke in crude acoustic waves, unfiltered by neural translation, yet somehow the ship's computers rendered it comprehensible. Zexthor composed himself. I am Admiral Zexthor of the Kalian Galactic Empire. You have entered Imperial space without authorization. By what means did you travel here, and from where do you originate? A pause. Then. We originated from a planet called Earth, approximately 60,000 light-years from this. Position. We traveled here via a method we call quantum displacement. It's new. 60,000 light-years. The number staggered him. That was beyond the mapped galaxy, past the Great Dark, in regions where no one had ever ventured. And new technology? The Empire's technology had remained essentially unchanged for 10,000 years, perfected to the point where innovation was unnecessary. Impossible, Zexthor muttered. Then, louder, you expect me to believe a primitive civilization using nuclear reactors and chemical propulsion developed a transportation method superior to the Empire's? Believe what you want, Admiral, Captain Chen replied, her tone carrying an edge that transcended translation. But I have 300 crew members who've been traveling for what we experienced as 6 months to reach this region of space. We detected signs of advanced civilization and came to make first contact. If you're not interested in peaceful communication, we'll take our leave. You'll do no such thing, Zexthor snapped. You're surrounded by 17 Imperial warships, each capable of reducing your vessel to atoms. You will power down your weapons and prepare to be boarded. The human ship didn't move. Didn't power down. Didn't show any sign of compliance. Admiral, the sensor operator said, her voice shaking, I'm detecting energy buildups across their hull. Multiple points. The signatures don't match anything in our database. Zexthor's confidence wavered. Weapons? Unknown. But Admiral, the power levels are increasing exponentially. It's as if they're drawing energy from somewhere else, some other dimension perhaps. Fire a warning shot, Zexthor ordered. Particle beam, low intensity. Make it clear we're serious. The dreadnought Celestial Fury, his flagship, unleashed a brilliant blue beam that streaked toward the human vessel. It should have impacted the hull, causing minor damage, demonstrating Imperial superiority. Instead, the beam simply vanished. What just happened? Zexthor demanded. I don't know, sir. The beam reached their hull and just stopped existing. No reflection, no absorption, no energy signature. It's gone, Captain Chen's voice returned. That was unwise, Admiral. That beam would have killed 17 of my crew members if we hadn't deflected it. I'll consider it a misunderstanding this time. But if you fire again, we will respond. Zexthor felt something he hadn't experienced in decades: fear. All ships, battle formation Delta. Prepare to fire in concert. Sir, perhaps we should, the tactical officer began. Fire. 17 Imperial warships unleashed their fury simultaneously. Particle beams, plasma torrents, gravity disruptors, and quantum missiles, enough firepower to sterilize a planet, converged on the human ship. The space around the Indomitable rippled like water. Every weapon, every projectile, every beam of destructive energy simply vanished into that ripple, as if reality itself refused to let them reach their target. Then the human ship moved. It didn't accelerate gradually like normal vessels. It simply appeared in a different location, then another, blinking across space faster than sensors could track. Within seconds, it had repositioned itself behind the Imperial fleet. Admiral, Captain Chen said, and now her voice carried something that made Zexthor's blood run cold: pity. You've made a terrible mistake. We came here in peace, offering friendship and knowledge exchange. Instead, you attacked us. Now you need to understand something about humans. We've spent our entire evolutionary history fighting. Fighting nature, fighting each other, fighting extinction. We didn't develop faster than light travel because we needed it. We developed it because we wanted to see what was out here. And we brought weapons because experience taught us that the universe is rarely kind to the unprepared. The human ship's hull plates shifted, revealing apertures that glowed with impossible light. You have one chance, Admiral. Stand down, and we can still talk. Continue this aggression, and you'll learn why humanity survived when statistically, we shouldn't have existed at all. Zexthor looked at his tactical display, at his 17 warships, pride of the Empire, most powerful fleet in known space. Then he looked at the single human vessel, its weapons charged, its position perfect, its technology utterly beyond his comprehension. For the first time in 300 cycles, Admiral Zexthor gave an order that shamed him: all ships, stand down. Open a channel for negotiation. As Captain Chen began speaking about peaceful coexistence and mutual benefit, Zexthor realized that everything had changed. The galaxy had just learned it wasn't alone. And the Empire, for all its power and pride, was not prepared for what humanity represented: a species that had clawed its way from a distant world to stand equal with civilizations thousands of years older. The age of imperial supremacy had ended the moment that human worship appeared out of nowhere.